But I kind of feel like we're being sold a bill of goods in this sense. You saw it post 9/11. You see it all the time. When the economy starts to drop and things get bad, the natural inclination is we better start saving our money. But they make it seem like it's practically unpatriotic not to get out there and shop. And that to me is like, they keep selling this idea, and that's insanity to me.
It's so true. And I mean, the first thing we do every time we have problems caused by debt is to lower interest rates so people can borrow more money.
Yeah.
Like, holy smokes. It's like sending an alcoholic on some sort of drunken binge. It doesn't make any sense. It's happy hour. It makes no sense at all, but that's the fallback position. And let's be honest, a lot of it's because politicians' primary objective is to get reelected. And the way you get reelected is to have a strong economy and very low unemployment and robust growth, and you do that with lower interest rates and spurring people to spend. But in the long run, we need to have a reasonable savings rate. It's those savings that not only take care of our retirement, but they provide the capital for investment in things like infrastructure and our future and so on and so forth. But striking that balance is tough for politicians and tough for us as individuals, too.
It's like everybody needs to watch that movie Inside Job over and over and over
Loved
again.
that movie. I don't care if you lean to the left or you lean to the right. That was a fantastic movie in terms of exposing some of the shenanigans and the greed and the number of people involved. And it was really quite intimidating to watch that. And that's why, going back to your earlier question, there's so much mistrust out there. There should be.
Yeah.
There was a lot of misbehavior that led us to the problems we're in right now.
Do you think that we can actually do anything about it on a macro level? Because a lot of what you talk about, and I really like this, is that it's about us, right? Here's what you can do in your life and in your home. But proper prosperity, true prosperity, I mean, all around the world, people are living in poverty, like abject poverty.
They are.
And you hear the numbers less than $1 a day, less than $2 a day where people are living. That we're not going to actually have real prosperity until we can create a system where everybody has a chance to be okay?
Yeah, I agree with you. And, again, I don't think it matters if you lean to the left or the right. The income inequalities in the world, the wealth inequalities are out of bounds by any stretch. And I think we have to start addressing those issues. I mean, again, I hate to sound like somebody who's thinking big picture holistically when I tend to think about individual financial planning, but we are out of whack. There's no doubt about that. We do have to reach out and help people who are in a tougher position than we are, because we're pretty darn lucky. As much as we like to complain about the current economic situation, you look at most Canadians, they live amazing lives relative to people 50 and 100 years ago. Look at our cars now. Look at our phones. Remember, we used to have the old You go to your grandma's house, it would take you 6 minutes to dial somebody. It was unbelievable, and your finger would slip on the last digit, would go back, and you have to start the whole call over again. All right, and now, of course, we've all got smartphones, and we can watch the internet. I can watch you on my phone, for heaven's sakes. And people have fancy washers and dryers and beautiful houses and better health care.
Your mom still does your laundry.
She does still do my laundry, and she wanted me to mention that tonight. And yeah, she thought about charging me, and I said, Mom, come on. What kind of person are you? Okay, that's not going to cut the mustard, all right? But no, my mom and I are like this. I said earlier, I'd marry my mom, but my dad's very uncomfortable with that whole thing.
I think you should be uncomfortable with that, too.
I should be, too. You're right.